GoldenEye.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the game that everybody
Oh.
speedruns and everybody got really mad about that it didn't exist on the Switch?
Oh, well, that's bad. I've just disconnected my headphones. I can't. I can't hear any of you guys. Hold up.
That
Wait,
that's rough, buddy.
wait a second. Bruh. Wait.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Hold on. I need to sort the cable out at the end of the. Just don't mind me screaming. I'm trying to sort out the.
Oh yeah, I had someone told me today they could not understand almost a single word Miles was saying because of his accent. They said they already struggle with English overall, but if you talk with an accent, you cannot.
Huh?
It was too difficult.
How?
Well, to be fair, he is a little bit quieter on my stream. And Miles does sometimes put on a really heavy English/Scottish accent.
Well, that's for like when it becomes like dwarf or some shit.
Dwarf. When he becomes mad.
But normally it's just normal English.
All right, everyone. Leak, what is your mobile background? Like the background picture on your phone?
Right.
Yeah.
Still
think-
sounds weird.
It's just a random picture I took online of like some sci-fi shit. Like it's not like a city; it's just a wall of like machines or some shit, machinery.
All right.
Like,
Alright,
sci-fi. I've had it ever
But
since.
I said leak it, which means take a screenshot and send it in chat.
I don't know how to take screenshots. So.
Power button, power, and volume down button at the same time.
Pirate.
If I could, what to play? What do we not have? We do not have a healer.
I am the Flying
Let's try something else.
I don't know. It sound more like why is my audio I've messed up my audio now. Thanks.
Stop messing up your audio. Not cool.
Listen, look, I'll mess up my audio if I bloody want, alright? Listen to me.
Hey yo, I'm just you know, I don't need this is the great thing about me. I don't need a voice changer to make myself sound high pitched, okay?
Balls.
Mm.
Well, I do. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And the ship.
Yeah.
Hello, Alvin from the Chick Months.
Yo, Simon, look what I just posted on Twitter. Oh god.
I died.
Oh my god, there's so many boops.
What?
Where did they go?
Cotton Eye Joe. Wait, did we both fall?
I was punched and I flew.
Oh, Diva then. I think
yes,
we should go
I am
left
looking-
side
I'm looking at my
so we can put
spiky
them in a
balls.
hallway.
Yes. What button is my crouch? I'm taking the objective. Follow me if you can. Oh.
Bruh.
Yeah.
What happened with the whole group? We have 2 people AFK. Oh, there we go.
I'm back. I was busy trying to. Oh. Why does everybody have to be like, yo, I'm too busy grinding the game? Who did I kill? Did I kill? I killed LUCIO.
To our left.
Ah, disgusting. Ah,
Oh, Jesus, you got cheated.
did I hit a wall? I didn't hit a wall. I was way in front of the wall. People often ask me to explain escape velocity at parties. I don't go to many parties. Don't do it.
No. Yep, I agree.
Alright, I'm going back to this. I don't know if my audio my audio is like it's coming like it's not 50-50 on the ears. You know? It sounds like there's more noise on one side than the other.
It has never been for me for the reason that my right ear I can't hear anything out of still.
Oh. The Laborda Online. I have opened the path.
Lucy's one.
Alright.
Lucio is dead.
Yes, I'm doing my best.
Don't worry. I believe in you.
Push me, I dare you.
Ah. Ah, Moira, what's the name? Big flying lady.
Oh jeez, I'm dead.
Hello.
Or not.
Die. Oh god. Go on. Do it. Never mind.
I get killed so easily.
Come on, I know you want to grab. I don't understand the gravity of the situation.
Ah! I didn't even
Mm,
press the
delicious.
button.
Oh,
Delicious.
oh,
All I see is my ult get to go to 0 when I died, and I didn't even press the button.
Ah, I need. Never mind. I was punched in the face.
I missed him, sorry.
this Doomfist been focusing me so hard. It's so annoying.
He's doing his job, I guess.
He loves punching you in the face. Um.
Oh my god,
Ah.
I didn't have ammo.
I tried to heal you. Sorry.
Oh, we got the point though.
Amazing. I used my ult to keep them in the air.
Ding.
Nice.
This is how you play with ball.
With
Yes, I love playing with these spiky things in my hand. Oh yeah, hand streaming.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm.
You know what I hate?
Me.
At least with Brigitte, I can press the melee button. But with Reinhardt, I can't even press the melee button.
That's stupid.
Haha.
Yeah. While
What if
Brigitte
his
would...
melee button was him kicking someone? That's
Yeah,
like great
wouldn't that be
knockback.
so cool? If it was Zenyatta?
It's like, you were way too close to me, mate. Get out.
Oh, I guess Diva died.
I'm assuming the Lucy is gonna boopity boop. Oh my god, really?
No, it was the ball, the boopity boop.
No, it wasn't. It was the Doomfist.
Oh,
Aha,
Doomfist
fuck you,
is dead.
Doomfist.
There's
I
a
really do
flying
not
hamster.
care.
Hamster is dead. That was amazing.
I will do that again, and the Doomfist will boop me again for a second time. Guaranteed.
I was gonna say, why do they have 3 tanks? And then I realized we're not playing roll queue.
This Zarya is just vibing there.
Ah, Doomfist is so close to dying. Never mind, he's dead. Ah, if I hit that rock, he would have been dead. No. Ah, nice.
Bada swing!
Oh look, Doomfist is coming back.
That's not good.
Lucio's one.
Ball is dead. Oh, hello, goodbye. You
I'm
failed.
one.
Oh, he's so close to dying, and he's dead. Go on,
Oh,
use
that
your
was
ult.
so close.
You
That
are
was close.
failing.
Hamster wheel.
Hello, Doomfist. Oh, dying. She was so good on the boss. She was so close to dying.
The fish behind us.
Doomfist, more like easy.
I will
Wait a
solo
minute.
ult him if he even touches the point.
Lucio coming behind as well.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm dead.
I did say I would solo ult him.
Well, I died. And Anna's dead as well. You have no healers.
I pressed the button to eat. I was eating the things.
I think we need to
I was-
regroup.
Yeah,
I
good
was
idea.
in-
I'm dead anyway.
We got time. So if we lose... we got time if we
Let's
lose
try
the
to
point.
not go through the side. Maybe I'm low already. Never mind, I'm good.
Oh, Zarya's dead, but I don't
Doomfist
know.
Well,
is
badass
charging.
Anna.
By me! I became a rock when I died.
That's how Lucy behind us.
There's an ult on point. All the mines are gone, I'm just saying.
I hear Doomfist.
I'm being soloed here.
Epic. I don't
There's
think
a-
we should be pushing through the right side. I think we should be pushing through the left side.
Oh my god.
What if, hear me out, we take him from behind?
What is Symmetra doing? Fucking move.
Oh my god. I...
Nice ult.
That was amazing. Why is it stuck there? I was looking at the bottom.
Oh.
I'm gonna die. Oh my god, Hannah.
Well, I almost got point. It's 2 ticks.
Yeah, but we can't push in because they're fucking good at the game.
Or just sadly use all their ults. Doom is harassing everyone, hon.
This is so fucking annoying.
I'm gonna change from
Ah!
Why did you say Did you get jump scared?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Ah!
What are you scared of?
Han.
Oh. Yeah, she does look like
Yeah, she looks very spooky.
you
We
look
need a
like
Sombra. Just kidding.
Yes, we do.
If you
100%.
become a Sombra, I'm
We need
going
a
to say you and your and
Well, I'm
all
fucking
sorts of things.
getting annoyed by this fucking Doomfist. Just hack him and he's useless.
Fine, but I still dislike Sombra.
Well, yeah, everyone hates Sombra. That's why we're using her.
Yeah, but
You
then
guys
you're
wanna go
gonna
up?
Sombra.
You guys
Let's
all want to
go.
go up?
You're gonna play Hannah plays Sombra, and then when we start actually winning, all right, they'll go Sombra, and then they'll be like wah wah wah. I don't want.
And now we just have to chill here.
All right. I hear Doomfist though. Kind of scared. You're gonna do this again.
Alright. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh my god. So I learned a little Roadhog trick. If I'm hooking a tank, the melee combo doesn't really work. So, like after I hook a tank, I just have to just keep shooting them, not melee them.
Fucking fair behind us.
I'm missing all of my hooks. This is perfect. What happened to the shot that I did?
Thanks.
Who? This is not going well.
Again, really? Their heals
They
are
really
insane.
love this Doomfist.
Their heals are just
Like-
super insane.
I got so ulted. No, wait, no, I
Literally,
wasn't.
No, you
5
got
guys
everybody died
came-
for that.
Bruh.
Their heals are so insane. Their tanks literally have not even dropped a single tick ever.
This is fucking stupid.
Literally, I had Lucio, Moira, and Diva all come save Doomfist after I hook him.
Like, I swear to God, their diva has ult, and I haven't even been able to hold mine for 12 seconds. My mech.
Get out of here, Lucio. Where up? What happened to my shot?
The Pharah's annoying.
First dead.
Where's Farah? Okay. Alright then.
Uh-oh.
I'm blocking.
Well, I'm dead.
Sorry. Nice hack.
Amazing.
Actually,
Nice
Pharah's
pick.
dead.
Come back, come back, come back.
Doomfist. Thank you. Alright, Zarya's dead.
Doomfist behind you.
Crap. Nice aura. Thank you.
I tried.
Ah.
Nice, her mech's down.
Alright, let's come back up. Let's come back up. Come back up. Come back up.
and
Why
I'm dead.
me?
You wanna ult? Fuck off.
Oh.
Yeah, don't ult
Nice.
me. I ulted it where they wouldn't think I would ult, which is just against their wall.
Alright, okay. let's come back.
Someone's close. Someone's to the right outside. Farah's outside
Farah's
somewhere.
above.
Oh, there she is.
Where? Oh, she's up there.
Well, we can do this.
It's all good.
I'm just gonna try and get my ult up before they push again. Ah. Ah, heal. Oh, okay. That
Oh,
was,
good job.
Thank you for the. I got booped, and it made me hide behind a pillar. Nice.
She can't ult. She doesn't
missing
have
my
ult.
hooks. I'm missing my hooks. It's embarrassing. Okay, I got that, but I missed my shot. Get away.
Just fuck off.
He bounced so
Just
far.
fucking pests.
Hey, I want to see that play of the game. All right, I swear to God, it's not me, but I want to see it. Look where I ulted.
In the sky.
Yeah, but I ulted it against this wall specifically.
Oh.
Because they all tried to hide behind some kind of wall, but if you just ult up into a corner, line of sight's everything. Unless they
Then
push...
they're all left in Italy.
Yeah, unless they push right towards us, which they wouldn't do. That's why I ulted right in that
Look
corner.
at, oh my god, they 12k healing, but not enough.
You did
Damn.
12k healing, but that guy did 17k.
This guy did- Yeah, that was just 30%.
Yeah, I told you their health did not go down for like half of that game. It's insane.
Jesus
I
Christ.
got a loot box.
You got loot box.
Loot box. A box of loot.
Loot box.
Oh, you hacked Zarya there.
Wait,
Thanks.
why am I getting anniversary loot boxes? Is that what the wait?
The event is going on now, so you can get
Wait,
it.
so we get anniversary loot boxes now instead of regular. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is actually pretty nice. Why didn't they just Why didn't they just keep the thing on then after
I like the
it ended?
icon Han has.
What's that?
Yeah,
What is
exactly.
this?
What is that icon?
I want to
The
get
Genji
at
Frost
least.
thing.
Oh,
I
that's
need to check.
Genji? Never mind, don't like it.
Is Junkrat Clown? There is no Junk. Wait, no, there's no Junkrat Clown. Bless you.
Figure.
I need to
Was
get.
insane.
I need to get a Junkrat emblem thing, player icon. Yeah, I did it. Is it will be defense? Oh my god, I hate it so much.
You're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great.
We love it, defense.
God, it's always us. Why?
That means we need to be as offensive as possible.
Exactly, monkey.
Oh,
I'm going ape mode. I'm gonna get alcohol for this.
Hey,
Do I
yo.
drink grape or strawberry?
Which one's your favorite?
strawberry.
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 It's also my favorite.
I'm
'cause it's the
saying
easiest one-
strawberry.
It's the easiest one to literally just chug.
Then you're welcome.
Damn,
Thanks.
no.
Alright,
And
it's
I
a
have
good. It's a
vodka.
good percentage. It's a good percentage. We're good on alcohol.
I have vodka, but I'm
Nah,
not
nah,
drinking
nah.
that now.
Nah, vodka's. Why would you drink vodka? That has
Wait,
no
we've-
flavor.
Wait, we're free
Oh,
healers.
I can combine it with something, you silly Billy.
If someone dies now, we're doing a terrible job.
Agreed. I'm gonna die immediately.
Oh,
My trap has been destroyed, and so is my mind. This is great, and I'm lagging. What a beautiful day.
Indeed.
What is this? Anna's dead. She's dead.
Oh, they have a turret. I'm gonna jump on it.
Reaper above us as well.
Where above us? Oh, there.
Thank you.
He ran back. I want to kill that turret so badly.
Everyone is dead. I hear another turret.
Symmetra above us.
I destroyed it.
Can you say above us bridge or above us back? Something like that.
Both.
So I can immediately just jump.
Someone's chasing me.
She has turrets in places.
I mean, chase.
Oh my fucking god!
Winston, not Winston, Weeper.
Alright.
Ah. Lilith left the game.
That was a healer.
Oh, I died. I got ult. So if you guys hold,
Oh, we're not holding. We're fucked.
that means just two people have to like step on it. Oh damn.
I don't think it's worth it.
Dang it. To ult, nah, it's worth it. Nope, didn't get it.
Torbjorn, ready to work.
Ah, Sedge.
Anyway, I was putting something on charge, so I do apologize.
Just the DPS. Oh wait, maybe not.
Soldier.
Ah,
Oh, we need it.
No, we
Sorry.
need a healer. We don't have a single. Oh no, wait.
We have two healers. Wait.
No, we
It's
don't.
just this. Okay, no, what the fuck?
One,
Why is everyone changing?
two people left.
No, the other person was fucking another. Ah, fucking hell.
I want to kill
why are
that
they
guy's turret.
What am I?
There's a roadhog stuck there. Oh, okay. He's deciding to ult. And that was going very bad of what Reaper was deciding to do.
Well, I just ran into his ult, so the Reaper did a good thing.
No, fuck it. Let's just
Destroy-
go.
I'm trying to shoot
Bunga
the
bunga
turret.
man.
I'm trying to shoot the teleporter, but my balls are bouncing over it. I can't do it. And now there's a Torbjorn setting up a turret. I can't do anything.
Whoops.
I have absolutely no reason to 1v1 as Symmetra because Symmetras literally don't die. And if her laser
I
gets
killed
big,
them with my flashbang.
we literally die immediately.
And I died immediately.
Kaboom! Alright, he's dead.
God, I hate this.
Shitty turret behind that truck. Anna 1.
Man, I hate being on DPS. I don't know. But it's mostly because I suck at it.
I hate being a tank and having a medal.
I'm trying to take care of this Symmetra, but every time I'm shooting, my game decides to just say, "Hey, I'm lagging. How you doing?" And then I miss my shots.
Hey,
and then
you're
I'm
an
just
all-star.
slow.
No!
You're a ball.
I can't focus anyone because I die immediately because they have a fucking Roadhog and Zenyatta there is both cracked.
And I can't switch to Roadhog because our Roadhog won't let me switch to Roadhog.
Go away.
I got his ult out for some fucking
That's good.
reason.
How can he hook the thing?
Oh my god, how did he not even hit him?
How did he hook me from so far?
Exactly, and how did our Roadhog not hook him? Good kill. I stole it, but that was just to make sure. Watch out for Symmetra turrets.
She's gonna just place a teleporter somewhere and just go, "Oh, I'm up here now." That's all she's gonna do.
Yeah, they're going top. They're going top to you.
Alright.
Yeah, I threw you guys a shield.
Thank you. Alright, let's go back. Aha!
They're
Stupid
down. They're
Roadhog.
downstairs. They're downstairs. Behind.
there's a
Reaper
Roadhog.
behind.
Well,
Well, I did get a proper shield down, but I died from the other side.
There's a hog upstairs.
well.
Roadhog, get to the point.
Roadhog has yet to do anything. Roadhog couldn't even hook and kill someone.
That's so fucking annoying. I was just
I
insta
like
killed
this
all the
Zenyatta, though.
time. It's so annoying.
Of course it's Symmetra. Alright, next. Alright, let's look for that icon that Han was talking about. Genji
It's
cat, that must be in Halloween then.
It is not.
What a shitty icon. I found it. Ice Wraith. It's in winter. Frickin' Han says Xmas, bruh. It's the Winter Wonderland. Get it right. Okay.
Oh my god.
Defense. We love that.
We love defense. Yeah.
Oh, well.
We hate Han.
Just because we don't like it doesn't mean we won't play it.
Exactly. And just because you are leader doesn't give you the right to pick for everyone that you want to leave.
For me, it feels kind of disrespectful.
I actually...
for teammates.
Exactly. Alright, whatever icon you have is what you're playing.
Well,
Fight
that's
over
easy
it.
for me.
Well, what happens now then?
Fight over it.
Well, Han
Wait, do I
probably
play?
has the skin.
Wait, do I play Echo or do I play Symmetra? The icon name is Symmetra, but the icon itself is found on Echo.
Alright, then who do I play?
Just kidding. Play whatever.
I'm a
Yeah,
snowman.
no healer. Love it. Then I'll go. Let's do this one.
Yeah, I love her. You have good shield. Wow, their entire team left.
I
Oh
think
my
a
god,
snowman.
it's like us.
they did a Han.
They did a Han. They had too big of an ego, so they left.
I'm cold. Like my.
What?
Good job.
What, your cock is cold?
No.
Mada
Just said-
mada. Do you know what mada mada even means?
Well, according
Yes.
to my subtitles, it means
Bruh.
yeah. Wait, can you say Mada Mada again? It says not yet, according to Overwatch. I didn't know Mada Mada means 2 words.
Damn, Han, you got fucked.
Yeah, well deserved.
Oh my god, their fucking soldiers cracked.
Yeah, and I thought I could absorb a hook. Apparently, a hook does not count as a projectile for once.
Damn, Han gave up on the Genji real quick.
Yeah, she's toxic now and decided to take. Oh my god, she's so hot.
Shot?
She's so tiny.
Who's she playing as?
Hmm.
Oh, she's me.
How do I push this? They have a lot of range and they can deal a lot of
Thanks.
damage very quickly, which is not very fun.
I got a lot of absorption this way, so. Mate, I got so much absorption. I am fine. Thanks, Han. You
Junker is
would have
very
gotten me
unbalanced.
killed, by the way, Han. I just want to mention that.
Okay.
And Han is trying. Han is trolling.
Alright. Brigitte does not work on this map. Or at
What?
least these characters.
I was booped.
Dude, you're trolling as well.
Who's trolling? Everyone's trolling? Yeah, we're all trolls. We do a bit of trolling, you know?
I was.
Han, if you want to play May, then don't block me 3 times in a row.
I was robbed.
That's no cool, man.
We're getting our ass kicked, and this person's idea was to change to Widow.
I mean, if they're good.
Bitch.
Nice. Not much I can do. I got no shield.
What the? Ah.
Thanks for the free absorb. You got him, Han. Snipe him.
Nice. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Wait, no one killed the Junkrat that whole time?
I tried shooting him, but my bullets decided to be like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, I can
had
see
to
that
keep
Han
Han
tried.
alive.
That's cool. Oh, he landed up on the top thing. That's why nobody cared.
Well, I didn't see him because I was too busy trying to heal everyone.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I was kind of tunnel visioned.
I think they're going right. Yep. Well, there's a roadhog on the right.
God damn it.
There's a soldier probably going. No, wait, the soldier ulted already, so.
Oh my god.
I already killed the
Dude,
soldier.
oh my god.
Oh, Junkrat, you're
Nice, I
mine.
stunned him while you hooked him. Good job, May.
There's a May
What?
on the point.
I hate this grenade.
May's up top.
Oh,
May's
he ulted
dead.
from behind! Even though I did the absorb thing from the front.
Don't worry, I'm just
Why
do
is he
have
so
ult.
good?
Because he plays Call of Duty all day.
It's so fucking good. Oh, yeah.
Oh no, please. Wait.
Han, stop AFKing.
I lost all of my ultimate, even though I should have killed him because I literally hooked him and then immediately shot and pressed Q, meaning I should have literally went. Brrr.
No! Damn, that McCree suddenly went Osu mode.
My nose is so jiggly.
How do we deal with this?
By me not playing Sigma, lol.
It's saying pressure.
Oh.
Just, I think this map is more better with Bridget. Maybe, perhaps, hopefully. I don't care.
I'm gonna change to Ryan.
Doesn't matter which one I play, I'm gonna get killed immediately by the fucking no
I'll
lifer of
change to
a
Roadhog.
soldier.
I can now choo.
Let's go
Just
right.
saying.
Let's go right.
Just saying right now, I won't probably be able to heal all of you, so just keep that in mind. I'm
Yeah, well, you have Ryan for shields, to be fair.
Han died immediately. These people are fucking insane.
Watch out.
Junkrat's dead.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sleeping. Okay.
I got
that
there,
works.
Anna.
Oh, nice.
Got there, Roadhog.
So they ran away.
Yeah.
Bitch.
He's running far. He's running far. He's running far. He's scared. He's a pussy.
What did his Cassidy say? Bye.
I think they're going right side again.
Yep. Right there. Nice. But I'm lagging.
Okay, we both missed our hook. He has no hook.
Oh, I need healing. The shield's gonna break.
Seriously, come back. Seriously, come back. I'm checking other
Shield
side.
should be charging.
I'm checking other side.
Right.
There are one
Still
above
trapped.
on point.
Oh, incoming. Oh, Barry's about to die. Ah!
I'm
I don't know what pushed me into the air.
no, probably Junkrat hitting with a nade. At least our two snipers are just you know, I hope chipping off a little damage.
Lovely.
You wanna 1v1 the Roadhog? Oh, I missed him. How rippity.
Oh. Ah.
Okay, I got one.
Oh, well, they...
Got two. I'm on point.
Oh. Oh, there was a teleporter I was gonna take.
I got her as well.
Choo. I'm on the point. Oh, where's that?
Behind us.
Oh, he seems to be just there on the stairs.
He seems to have not found a good way to use his ult.
That's good for us.
Okay, no one's going this way.
They're all coming from the left side.
Yep, they're all here.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Oh, I have been naded.
Still clean.
That was
Can you
pretty
go
cool.
further back? Can you go further back so they push forward? I got their Anna. Okay,
Right.
you go for that. I'll check around still. Okay, around's clear.
So maybe behind us. Maybe behind us.
The train goes. That's not a train noise.
That was a way better round.
Yeah. Did I do good with healing there? Maybe.
Well,
I don't know.
I never really took much
would-
damage, so yeah.
Probably
I felt
not.
healed.
Nah, not really.
He
would
felt
have to
healed. The Mr. Tank felt healed. That's good.
I
Like,
feel
I can't
the
do any
heal.
healing with this character. It feels like. Nor can I approach. I don't have enough health for defense to approach.
Jesus Christ.
And I don't do enough damage to be a DPS. Nor do I do enough healing. I'm nothing.
15 kills, gold limbs. Reinhardt.
I got
charges
I
in.
got medals everywhere, but I only got objective time gold. Han, you know portal strat?
Yep,
stepping on point.
Yep. Oh, Barry's down. May is dead.
Good job.
Choo.
I'm in
God
the-
damn it, Dev.
I'm staying in the box. I'm staying in the box. Oh my god, I hate that. Can we
If
break
only we
that?
had a second healer that could heal the other healer.
I almost went flying. Thanks for the heals.
Ah. I'm gonna try and get the
Well,
point.
too bad
Oh,
you can't get any healing because your healer is dead because the healer didn't get any healing.
Well,
Why?
I'm
Because there's no freaking healer.
frozen. I
I
am
guess I'll
gone.
just have to play a different
I am dead.
character where I can heal myself that way.
Lovely.
I feel like having 2 snipers that are absolutely doing nothing, and then having 2 tanks that are absolutely doing a lot, and then 2 healers that are just taking care of the tanks is not very efficient because of the damage.
At this point, can someone take care of the turret?
And
Uh,
if Sursa gets one shot by everything, that also isn't a helpful relationship.
Overwatch is not a healthy relationship.
Where is?
Never has been. Well, I'm
I'm
going as
being
fast as I
attacked by.
can.
Oh, May, what happened? Die, woman. Alright, yep, he's dead.
Oh, he died.
I hit her once. I'm hugging on in front of me.
Ah,
Anna
I'm
down.
trying to shield, but I'm being attacked by.
No ult for you, bitch. Okay, I canceled her ult, but yeah. Dang it, it
Okay,
didn't work.
I tried to heal you.
It's
I wish
fine.
we had
The Mei
some-
should have
I
died
wish-
because I
Oh
canceled her
my
ult.
god, this
I wish
fucking
we had
Hanzo.
some.
Dumb,
Go
dumb,
hang
dumb.
yourself.
Yes.
Jesus.
I feel like I'm playing. Oh, what the? What's a weird arrow? We only have. We're basically just playing a 4 versus 6 right now.
Jesus.
We're gonna go for the
Oh
res.
god, I'm dead.
Oh, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back.
I just keep getting fucking killed as all the damn
I
time.
am stuck down here. I'm just saying.
Oh yes, that works. Right, I have my ult, but I'm kind of scared to do anything because. Choo choo. Who's on the point? Oh. Oh, hello.
Next to you.
Oh, May's here. May's deciding to go up.
Just that.
Never mind, she's dead.
Oh, Hans is one. Hans is one. Hans is one. One. Nice.
Is it-
You were
alright.
basically almost killed him. Well, Hans is one downstairs, so let's not go downstairs.
Well, Han is right here.
Han, as in Hanzo.
Oh,
Alright.
just as
I'm
Hanzo.
gonna.
No, why
I'm
would I say
gonna-
Hanzo?
You're confusing us.
I need to say a one-syllable name.
Archer. Right, if they try and push, I'm gonna slam May's coming out from the right.
I got there,
coming left.
Han.
Charge out of there. Never mind.
I got there, Mei. No,
For fuck's sake.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
It was my fault.
No.
Is that now? Oh. Oh yeah, and then my
yeah.
flick. And then we go back.
No, May was hella annoying.
Yeah, that Mei was fucking cancer.
Screaming and crying.
Stay with me. Oh my god, I reached level 17. Yo, I'm poggers. I'm such a high level now.
Wow. This was Poggers.
Get on your level. I just got Diva Academy skin.
Wow.
That's the one
that's
shitty
pretty-
skin. Who the fuck would want a schoolgirl to be that character? Come on, that's like being an
All-
absolute like weirdo. Let's be honest. Defend, really? Defend? Defend, really? Defend?
We're always on defend. Wait, is this the main Junkrat from last game?
Delete? Don't think so.
Alright, alright. The May last game had what's it called, the snowy penguin.
But they're also in a party with no one who was in a group.
I had a Junkrat. They have a Junkrat.
I will die being on the side. I will just mention that.
They have a 5 stack.
They have a dipstick.
Dipstick. Lovely. Fire
Oh,
strike
they have
by
a,
your
they have a
string.
Merry Christmas Genji.
And he's
Nice.
dead.
Junkrat up top. Nice.
Oh shit. It got me massive. Good kill, hon.
Ah. Alright, coming back.
I'm taking my shield back. Putting my shield.
Train choo choo. I'm dead.
You were no heal thingamajig.
Fine.
I hate this.
Ooh.
They don't even have a tank, but they have so much offensive power they can just plow through everything and do so much damage. It's annoying.
Well, that's the whole point of quick play. It doesn't matter what your team is set up to be. You should just have fun. And that's what they're doing.
Hello there. Oh, I'm gonna die.
No, got your shield. Come, go back, go back, go back.
Ah.
Junkrat's behind.
Ah.
Junkrat's harassing far behind the whole time. I'm gonna use ult and then I'll swap to Roadhog. Because they're all squishy, I can probably just... Watch out, Han.
Watch.
Oh
the
my god, I
360.
died immediately? Really? Han, I'm not gripping up with you ever again.
She's mine.
You're dead.
Oh. It's a nice sleep.
Oh my god.
I'm lagging. I literally tried pinning into the thing.
Of course.
Because they're playing Call of Duty.
Yeah,
That's
it's
all
because
they're
they're a COD player and they're from Russia.
from Warzone. What
Oh,
is
they
this
must be good. It's in
Genji?
a war right now.
Maybe he is in the war right now, you know? Oh.
Leave me alone. So whack to the face.
Whack.
All right, I have my ult, but I'm just gonna. Oh, okay. Well, Soldier 76 suddenly knows that I'm up here. Not great.
It's because they have a with the maybe the shield too or some shit
Well, she's not ulted yet.
or something. I don't fucking know. Could be she, could be not. Who fucking gives a shit?
Widow got rest, which means.
And Mercy's dead. All right, now she's ulted.
Oh my god, who fucking put that Maywall there? I hate you.
Well. Oh, well, everyone died.
My goodness. All right. God. I don't know who's up there, but I see people up there.
Oh my god, really?
Oh.
Nope, you're not using your ult. Nice.
Oh my god. Yeah, please. He's gonna. Thanks.
Ooh.
Maybe third time's a charm? Nope. Third time wasn't a charm. Ah, she died anyway. Thanks. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back.
Ah, I'm just because there's lag and then there's a delay. Like even when I'm trying to pull up my shield, there's like a delay.
But yeah. It's at least 30 milliseconds. Which is enough for 2 projectiles, so 2 frames. And then it has to go back, so another. I can ult them. Which is fine. I kept them away, I guess. No.
How many times has this soldier ulted?
Oh my god!
I think this
I'm
is
trying to
third
get
time.
over there. I'm so fat and slow. I'm so fat and slow and heavy.
Oh god, that's gonna get me killed.
Hello there. Nice.
Yeah. Now the horrible thing is Genji has ult. You have a Pharah?
Lovely.
Oh, lovely.
Hey, Renhot, where are you going?
Oh,
Oh, they're all going that way. Someone going that way?
I saw
No.
Genji making his way up here.
Yeah, let's go back before our team dies. Okay, I got their guy.
Oh,
She
well.
naded.
Tishi.
Woman.
Well, of course it's a farmer seat. What else would it be? They're a team of toxic players. Touch the point, Han.
I got like 10% of my ult.
I touched the point, I swear. My body is currently on the point. Oh. Oh, there it is. Interesting. Nice. Little fish. Oh. Yay, we get to attack! Let's go! Let's do our best at losing.
God.
No, damn, I didn't want the skin.
God.
You're doing great.
That's just sneeze.
Just sneeze one more time.
No.
Whoa, Mercy looks so weird in that skin. What the fuck?
Midget.
You have a nice Korean voice line.
Amazing.
Amazing.
There's Reinhardt outside our door. I just heard.
Yeah, watch out. You're gonna get hooked. Fucking dumbass.
I was eager.
Well, knowing that they're all ahead, you know. Are you kidding me? I was around the corner by a mile. Oh my god, she did not actually hit me. So why is she so weird?
Reinhardt is dead.
I hope you guys started pushing even just 1 centimeter.
Ah. Anna's dead.
They had a Reinhardt?
Ah. I have my ult. I'm quite terrified right now.
You are quite terrified, huh?
Yes. Alright, I have my ult, but I know that they'll probably do something stupid. Alright, there's a barrier there for you. Didn't get anyone. That was great.
Well, at least they used all their ults. Oh, wait, we used our ults. Why did we use our ult?
I told you why.
I'm still surprised you fell for the trick of getting hooked at the beginning of the game. Like, come on.
Ah. Reinhardt's dead.
Yeah, no,
Nice.
I want this point clean.
I have been put to sleep. What? What? You stood in front of me and I just saw Deve's
Yeah, I stood in front of you
bottom.
to take the damage that you would take.
Oh my.
Anna's behind us.
I killed Zen before I die. Right.
Oh my god, they have like no people. Can you put a shield down?
I don't have it yet.
Damn.
I
Okay.
have it now.
No, 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 no. No. I had my mech ready. I'm 20% from ult,
I have my ult.
which at least gives us the point. I think I should ult
LUCIO
first, clear the point, and then you should push in and ult on point, so we can
Right.
hold.
Where are you?
Okay, you'll shield that. I'm gonna generate ult points.
Crap. Oh, Reinhardt behind her.
Yeah, that's sad because I kind of needed to be alive. So you have to do it on your own.
Died.
Well, you died as well. Okay, GG. That doesn't help if we can't touch the point to ult and stuff. Next. I'm on the next level. I need to play more Wrecking Ball. Imagine. Well, you can only be good at defending against a character if you've played him before.
Right, I'm gonna play this game and I'm gonna jump into bed because I'm gonna be up early tomorrow.
Is this your last game? Alright. Then also me last game.
Gonna go jump into bed, calm, relax, maybe eat a few brownies. Belgian
God.
ones, ooh, so good.
Imagine sleeping, Han. You sleep like 5 times during the day.
All right, I'm on the point.
I'll be with you. I really dislike the fact that I have a Symmetra. Symmetras scare me. Because I play Symmetra and I know how fucking strong they actually are. Why are there so many people playing Symmetra nowadays? I'm so confused about that. Dude, you can't take a 1v1 with a Symmetra. You will lose. And don't shield in front of her. That's the dumbest thing you can do.
Where is she?
Symmetra's one.
Oh.
Damn.
All right, I got my ults.
Okay, I got 2 turrets off of point. Okay, she placed 2 new ones.
I destroyed one.
Second
one.
I got 2 done. I'm ulting this.
Ah.
I'm with you, as long as I don't die. Don't peek. I'm healing boost. Get the health pack, get the health pack, get the health pack. Okay.
All right, good.
Mercy's in the corner. Nice kill, on point. 1 turret, got it.
Oh, incoming.
Point's clean. No longer clean, I can't find it.
Nice. Oh, I destroyed a turret. Keep destroying turrets.
Oh god, I am dead. Where did my shields go? All y'all went so far away.
Wow.
You're not gonna do much without healers, I'm just saying. Alright, stay alive 5 seconds. I did say 5 seconds. You should have just listened to me.
There was a roadhog behind me. I couldn't do anything. I didn't know.
Alright, group up. You need both shields at once, otherwise you won't be able to do much. Alright, don't go through that room. We go through mid. We have the most space there. Okay, I got ult. If you guys want to just run on point. Run on point.
Alright, yep. Ah, she's so close to dying. Look at me.
There's one turret. There's
Thank
one
you.
turret on the top corner, right side. Like far side, enemy side.
Done.
Nice.
I died though.
Dang, we didn't get it. Rip. It's a close round. Grr.
This is gonna be a mistake.
I should switch to Torbjorn for this.
Alright, where should I TP?
Don't do TPs for players, do turret TPs. The most overpowered thing you can do. Also, Han almost died. Han, come back to mid at least. Do you know how turret TPs work?
Oh yeah, just teleport and then chuck turrets down. Or is it turrets down first, then TP?
Yeah, turrets down first, then TP. Because then they all stack on top of each other in a way that if they do single target damage, they have to kill the turret before they can kill... No, kill the portal before they can kill the turret.
Yeah, I got the enemy sim. I got a Moira.
I'm on you, Han. Good job.
Got smacked.
I'm gonna get hooked. Okay. Oh, don't go too far. I can ult on point. There's one on point. You should have left your shield. Okay, I was on point for as long as I could. Without getting murdered by turrets. I was on you.
Why?
On, come back. He's gonna hook. If he hooks, he should hook you, by the way. Okay, go in. I'm ulting.
I'm busy shooting the wall.
What would the Han mean about what? I tried too.